Happy to be here. Y'all can see me in the back. I'll stand up, yeah? That's probably better. If I sit on this couch, it's green, and I know what people do with Photoshop. So, I'm looking forward to seeing, like, yeah, if you guys take some good pictures and you're good with Photoshop, do some creative shit with this couch, yeah? Because I think that we can make some funny shit. Let's see. What kind of mood are we in tonight? That's the good man. You want to go crunk first?
Good old school track.
Let's do this new one that I just wrote. All right, guys. My name is Infidelix. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate that, man. Euphoria Haze. I support this place. I try to rock this shirt as much as I can, but I'm getting fat and this shirt is getting small. It's about to be a belly tee, man. This is a new song I wrote. Let's see if I can pull it off. Yo, my life is like those colored pills you swallow on the weekend. My life is like those champions, the ones that get you thinking. I am just a man you see, trying to find a better way, trying to find a better place where I can rest my head today. The world is fucked and I can feel it in my soul. I can see it in my eyes and it's starting to unfold, and I don't know if I really want to see it. I kinda want to see it so I can say I believed it, I believed it. So many people that I met think that they are the shit, selling spray weed and making bad rap, little bitch. And I have met so many people. The most important thing that I've learned is that I'm pretty fucking evil. The world wants to shit on my head, and if karma was real, then that must be the deal. Cause I'm better off dead, cause the struggle it is driving me insane. It's really not a struggle, I just fucked inside my brain. This song don't got a chorus, it's some real shit. Forward with my thoughts while I'm losing my real grip. Climbing up the mountain so long, but the path is getting dark. Don't know where I went wrong, but I've been wrong right from the start. I'm just speaking my thoughts and I stay to myself and consume loads of crop until my brain starts to melt. And it's been years since I felt like putting on a smile, like getting kinda wild. That's some real shit. I know where I went wrong, I've been wrong right from the start, been on this road for way too long. I know where I went wrong, I've been wrong right from the start, been on this road for way too long. That's some real shit. Yeah, dankeschön. Yeah, that's okay. Let's see, this is my first time using this tablet other than shows. So, let's see. Let's go to, let's do this one. Before I hit it. So like what I'm doing this whole month is these things called sofa sessions, yeah? Mainly because it's cold, it's really cold outside and I don't want to do any performing in Warschauer Straße right now. So what I'm doing this whole month is going and playing different shows, and there's gonna be shows like this, so they're not in clubs. They're either in tattoo parlors or smoke shops or in people's living rooms even. And so this is the start of the tour. So I have about 20 more shows ahead of me this month. Yeah. It should be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. But it's kind of a different kind of experience of what I wanted to do. I love playing the big shows. I just played one of my biggest shows at Columbia Hall with Antelope Gang a few weeks ago, and that was cool, but like, you go backstage and you party and then you go home, you don't get to connect with people, you know? So, that's what I wanted to do. This is another new song I wrote. I call it Invisible. Tell me why I'm still waiting now. Please tell me why I'm still waiting now. Yo, please tell me why I am still waiting now. I can't seem to figure this out on my own. I feel so alone when I'm smiling now. Quit tripping on things that you cannot control. Sometimes I feel like a king in this world. Sometimes I feel like I'm under the dirt. Sometimes I feel like I cannot lose myself. And other times I feel like I got berserk. Future's in front of us, but we can't see it. We live for the moment, we live for the day. I wish that I could believe this. The fact that you're gone and I'm going insane. I wish that I was just different. And trusting that we are just one and the same. Maybe one day you will see this. But right now I think that you made this decay. Please tell me why I'm still waiting now. Please tell me why I'm still waiting now. it now. Cause all I really wanna do now is scream. I mean the hurt that I'm feeling inside, I've never felt it before. It's consuming my dreams. I will not have a high walls, no, and I will not put on a mask. We just need to hit the rewind, bro. Cause I look like a pussy and you like a laugh. Not my fault, don't trust me that I didn't try to think I've got things that are better than this. Some reason now it gets me at night. I mean I'm covered in tats, but I feel like a bitch. I feel that I was that lonely. My major concerns that I'm not being rich. It's what I did for the world and what I did for the people. I hope that they never forget. I need to exist. I need to exist. Just tell me why I'm still waiting now. Just tell me why I'm still waiting now. Dankeschön. Let's take it up a notch. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go fun for a second, yeah? This song's called Good Man. It's one of my favorites. I don't understand the style of hip-hop I make. I just like to make music. So like some of my shit's old school, some of it's new school, some of it's singing. I don't know. And this is an example of an old school one, yeah? So let's rock. Nod your heads, yeah? Have some time to take a look at my life. I'm busy stressing about success and am I doing things right? Sometimes I wanna leave the back of the mic and the fact that I write. Second guess it doesn't sound tight. And I'm about to say goodbye to the people that seem to think they try to do so. On my past to relax, I need to focus on my future. While I get fatter, I'm doing only things that matter now. Blazing chronic smoke, chillin' with the neighbor folk. Reminiscing past times, growing up and telling jokes. Sort of feel like I will always be kid. Dream will stay forever, yo, but my body is strictly as shit. I'm not stuck in the pits. If I'm going faster than I'm gone, I guess I'm driving the ship. If the mic through a chick, got me kissing her lips. I love this universe, I'm on this ultimate trip now. So sing it with me, yeah? Okay. Here we go now. Y'all in the back up. Wake the neighbors up, yeah? As I get older, I really seem to care less. Don't know if I make it, I just hope that I won't progress. But no less, looking through the glass, see a bunch of memories of time past. Playing Call of Duty, now I'm following the mass. Homing from the duties of the hydroponic grass. Feeding for the last, I'm making lots of memories. I mean, go with the last. I really love in Leipzig, but I'm missing all the tabs. Really good at battle, I'm a picture in the jabs. Really good at dealers, give a fuck about the math. Not much of a fighter, but you see me most of mass. Accomplish every goal, now I'm sorry with the task. Something that not give a fuck, cause I'm fucking up body. Some love that you walking, I'm ducking. Swinging, I'm crushing, I'm eating and munching. I'll eat you for lunch, like some mashed potatoes, green feet, a small set of crumpets now. I'm on the shake. Give it away now. There we go. Dankeschön. Danke.
Seid ihr angemeldet?
Let's see here. Let's do. Let's do this one.
Backstabbers. These are people who act as your friends, pretend to care about you, lead you to believe you are the best of friends,
This is
but
a new
then
one,
silently
kind of.
plot your immediate
I call it
downfall.
backstabbers.
These people will mention good things about you in your presence, but tell others that you are good for nothing, hopeless waste of space.
New friends show up real fast. I don't even know what I am doing now. I hope that these good times don't pass. With all the dreams that I'm pursuing, how? I see myself looking up, but I don't give a fuck Remember my point as I sit around and I smoke in my joints and I'm making my coin. Every time I move a little forward, I get pushed back like I'm under attack. The world's not against me, it's really only you, and that is a fact. Every time I move a little forward, I get pushed back like I'm under attack. The world's not against me, it's really only you, and that is a fact. I don't even know what I am doing wrong. I focus on the music and the pain that's in my songs. And my life is a wreck and I can understand it. When I shut my eyes and fly away to different planets. Understand that people in my life, they smile at your face, but they always carry lies. I know that I'm the one who sometimes isn't right. I try my fucking hardest with the goals that I recite. All the laughter and the smiles, that shit is whack. Cause they act like they're your friends and they talk behind your back. Finally at the point in my life when I'm not taking it. Knowing all the people that are taking it. I'm forsaken kid, chillin' with the racing net. Put the back of my bags and get out on the road again. And the lessons have been learned. I know in my life there is more than I deserve. Get it? Every time I move a little forward, I get pushed back like I'm under attack. The world's not against me, it's really only you, and that is a fact. Every time I move a little forward, I get pushed back like I'm under attack. The world's not against me, it's really only you, and that is a fact.
Why do they do it?
Listen.
Because they feel insecure and angry with themselves and the world. They make up stories, even exaggerating a person.
That's crazy, like as you progress in life,
feel superior.
you'll come across people that will call themselves your friends, but
control.
really they just want what you have.
Like strangling the person. Pull yourself together.
So just be careful.
Take a deep breath and live to fight another day. Cut your ties with them. Cut your ties with them.
You gotta cut your ties with them. You gotta cut your ties with them. Dankeschön. Like all my music, it's like, I don't know how to describe my music, and I don't know how to describe like how I write it. Like, like I live in a flat that's probably like this size with 3 other people, yeah, and so I constantly see these people, and it's cool, but like I have to get into my headphones and I have to zone out away from the distractions to write my music. And I don't know, like some of it comes out the way it does, and like it's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, man. It's just like this is my head, yeah, like this is what's going on inside of my brain, and I think that that's what music should be for people. Like music is my medicine, and this song in particular is my medicine, man. Music is how I don't go fucking crazy on this world, and without it I probably would, to be fair. This song is called Mega Man. It's about following dreams and never giving up, because I made rap music for a really long time and nobody ever gave a shit, yeah? But now it's working. Read the future, I told this beat. Infidelix rap for these streets. Trust what I said, we got the same goals. We're both getting old, never trying to eat. I can barely sleep when I think about all the shit I've done. Rocking the microphone, jump on the road with the bands for fun. Smoking my slimmies and drinking my rum. Life is so precious and plays that I plan. Reaching the world and the palm of my hand. Dreaming out loud that I can give a damn. Fixing my brain, I say yes I can. I mean yes I can. Yes I can. We are the ones that are younger and goals. Put your noodles in their mind and that gold. Cause I never remember the mold. Remember the lady that's not even shady. And it's so much shady when you were so hard. It got the plenty the time that I wasted. Now I'm debating on spinning these bars. When it's still fading, I'm constantly waiting. Finally take my free shit back to bars. Let me still move from busting the cars. Fill up my skills and find me in charge. And I know one day that I'm gonna make it, man. I make a man. Sing it in your head, yeah, say. I know one day that I'm gonna make it, man. I make a man. Say it to yourself. It's very important. I know one day that I'm gonna make it, man. I make a man, make a man. And I know one day that I'm gonna make it, man. I make a man. I've been at the bottom of myself to the gutter. We used to be close, but now that's just each other. Never what I thought, never thought for myself. The whole team's moving apart. Never rushing, say I'm back to the start. To the hardest that they call the swimming, now I know you just left and chosen to delete apart. Wait, what the fuck are you saying? Get your mind out of slow. Shit in the dark and she leaves in the car. And that's more stuff. Trust me, I worked hard for this. Develop my business, I put up with shit. I wanna tell you that I was a quit, but you trying to stop me and won't you let me go? This is my life, this is all I am at. Cause that's just what I tell them regrets. Problems are problems, but action my best. So I just sit here and I tell myself, am I normal, dude, or do I need some help? So I just sit here and I tell myself, am I normal, dude, or do I need some help? And I know one day that I'm gonna make it, man. I make a man, make a man. And I know one day that I'm gonna make it, man. I make a man, make a man, make a man. And I know one day that I'm gonna make it, man. I make a man, make a man. And I know one day that I'm gonna make it, man. I make a man, make a man, make a man.
Dankeschön. Alright, let's try it. They say that we should grow up. Okay. But you gotta try it sometime, yeah? They say that we should grow up. This is what they told us. I don't really wanna do this right now. They say that we should grow up. This is what they told us. I don't really wanna do this right now. They say that we should grow up. This is what they told us. I don't really wanna do this right now. They say that we should grow up. This is what they told us. I don't really wanna do this right now. Cause I know when I grow up, the world won't be ridiculous. I'm busy with my business. I'm not trying to hear that right now. And I know that when I make it, the world won't seem so basic. And I will finally make myself proud. And I hope that I will never let you down. And I know one day that I can run this town. And I hope one day I'll finally see that everything I used to be finally just, they say that we should grow up. This is what they told us, but I don't really wanna do this right now. They say that we should grow up. This is what they told us. I don't really wanna do this right now. They say that we should grow up. This is what they told us, but I don't really wanna do this right now. They say that we should grow up. This is what they told us. I don't really wanna do this right now, right now, right now. I don't wanna do this right now, right now, right now. That's the first time I ever tried that song, man. I should work on it a little bit more for sure. But I guess it was okay. Let's take it to... Ooh. So before I continue, has everybody heard my music before in this room?
Yeah.
Okay, are there any people that haven't heard my music before in this room? You motherfucker. Cool, guys. Cool, man. Yeah, it's really crazy. Like, I'll tell you guys a little bit about my story, because that's something that I want to do with the sofa sessions, and I want to kind of like get to know people a little bit better and try to inspire people. So I used to work at a restaurant in Texas, and I worked there for like 5 years. And one day I had some customers of mine. In America, when you wait tables, you get paid off of tips. You don't get paid like a standard salary, yeah? So one of my customers who worked for the airlines, gave me a ticket to anywhere in the world for $200. And he got me two of them, one that I could get there and one that I could get back. And so I got these tickets, and it's really weird because like for maybe like a few months beforehand, I had started to talk to my friends about wanting to do like some kind of crazy shit with my life and like just kind of leave where I'm from. I'm from a really country town, yeah? Like, I mean, we have signs in my town that tell you not to masturbate, like really big. It's true, man. Like I if you were in Texas, like you would see some shit, you know. And you know, it's really crazy the mentality of the people that I was raised around and grew up. And so I'm talking to my friends, and you know, we're talking about how I want to do something crazy with my life, and then these tickets come into my life, and it's just really weird how that happened. And nobody thought that I would last this long. Like, if you knew me before, I didn't even think that I would last this long, to be fair. But I told my friends, okay, so I have these tickets, and I'm gonna book a one-way ticket to Spain, and I'm going to see how long I can try to survive. And I have this other ticket to get me back home whenever I need it, yeah? Well, it was only good for a year, and that shit expired years ago, yeah. But like, so it's good for a year. But anyway, so all my friends are like, okay, Brian, I'll see you in a couple weeks, you know? Like, that's pretty much how that worked. Like, they even saved my job. Like, they were like, I know you want to quit, but we're not gonna really let you quit. You can come back. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm not fucking coming back, yeah? Like, yeah, and they're like, okay, we'll save your spot. Yeah, we'll save your spot. Yeah, man, and so like, so I left, and I left with $100. I left with so little money that I couldn't even exchange it decently because I was stuck in the airport in Spain when I got there. You know what I mean? So like, I couldn't even exchange the money, like, because the fees and everything, like, they're gonna give me like 70 euros, and I was like, oh shit, like, what do I do? So I ended up doing it anyways, and my original goal was to walk around to people and sell my CDs to people. I had printed out a bunch of CDs, and I was like, I'm gonna make myself go platinum by selling CDs to people. And I was like, if I could sell, I guess what is like 100,000 CDs or some shit, like, I was like, if I could do that, I'll make myself go platinum. But I started it in a country where it's really easy to be like, hey, do you want to buy? I don't speak English, you know what I mean? Like, that's the fucking first thing that someone told me, yeah? And I should have started in a country where they spoke English. That's for sure, because I started in Spain, and instantly I realized that this dream of walking around selling my CDs to people was not gonna work, yeah? And, oh man, it was so embarrassing. Like, you think that I can talk in front of people, and I can talk in front of people, but one of the hardest things for me to do is walk up to somebody and try to convince them to buy my shit, you know what I mean? Like, you see, I don't know if they have it here in Leipzig, but in Berlin, it's like, in the major areas when you walk by, they have like the PETA dudes and like the stuff for like human help and stuff like that, like there, and the guys try to stop you and they try to talk to you, and I feel for those guys because they get rejected all the time by people saying like, oh no, and that's what I was getting, and it really sucked because it started to make me feel like I was getting rejected, not that my music was getting rejected, but that like people were saying no to me, you know what I mean? And that's what kind of like hurt almost, because I understand that they don't want the music, but like that's my everything, yeah? So it's like when you tell me no, like that shit, like I might look scary, but like I have a heart, yeah? And like, yeah, like that hurts, you know? And so what I did in Spain was I ended up linking up with some local rappers there in the scene, and staying at their house, and I didn't know anybody. I just started asking people, hey, do you know rappers? Hey, do you have a couch? Hey, do you have a studio? And then from there we started making music videos with them. I stayed in Spain for a couple months, and then I decided that it was time to move on. I backpacked up to Ireland, and then I did the same thing there. I was trying to link up with a lot of the rappers there, but none of them were giving me any time of day because none of them knew me. And when you email somebody on Facebook saying like, hey, can I crash at your house, and they've never met you before, they're not going to answer your message. Yeah? So what I did was I actually contacted a whole bunch of venues, and I booked shows for these people, because I was like, if they're not going to answer my emails, then I'm just going to tell them I have a show for them and put them on a show and get them that way. And that's what I did, and I ended up booking like 15 shows that month. and meeting a whole bunch of rappers from the area and becoming friends with them and learning the scene and learning the things. And what I learned from that is that when people, sometimes in life, like people don't want to help you at all, and you just have to do it yourself, because if you really, really, really want it, you can't wait on other people to come through and provide their support. Unfortunately, you just have to go for it, and then hopefully people come with you. Yeah, but I learned that in Ireland. So I stayed there for a few months. I went to Scotland. About the time I hit Scotland, I was almost completely broke. I had bought a Canon camera and a MacBook that I could trade in case I hit some hard times. And I fucking hit some hard times about 3 months into this trip, yeah? And so, say bye to the MacBook, yeah? And so that kind of like helped me a little bit get on my feet. But what I did in Scotland was I ended up finding this farmer who let me work on his farm and help him build a house out of straw. And so I stayed there for 2 months and I helped build a house out of straw. And that's not a joke. Like, we literally took straw and we, you know, like tightened it down, and then we took like, we made the walls with cow shit and mud, and like, I had to eat vegan food for like 3 months. Oh my God, I almost died. Like, really. Like, this, like one day I remember we were eating food, and I love vegan food, so, okay, sort of, but like, I was so tired of it, I stood up and I threw my hands up in the air, and I walked like 4 miles to go get some fucking real food. Because like I needed it so bad, and just these memories. But anyways, like I should be talking about vegan food in front of y'all. I know half of y'all eat that shit. Like. So like yeah, so I stay in Scotland. I do the same thing. I link up with the scene, but I'm pretty much broke. I had exhausted my savings, just trying to live. By the time I hit Amsterdam, I had no money left. And I was at that point where it was time to go home. And the whole time too, like while you're trying to pursue your dreams, you have your parents on the other end being like, hey, if you need to come home, I'll get you a ticket. Like, hey, if you need to come home, do this. And you have that voice in your head and you're like, no, like I've said, I'm not coming home right now. I'm doing this trip. And so I decided to go talk to some street musicians and ask them if I could do some rap with them. And I had never tried street performing in my entire life. I didn't even think of it as something that I could do or something that I would like to do. But come Amsterdam, I didn't have any cash. And so this guy named Hester, and Elmore, let me start performing with them. And I performed with him the first day, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I did some of the most inappropriate songs that I possibly have, and I don't know why I picked those, but I'm sitting there in the middle of Central, damn square, rapping rapping dumb shit to everybody, yeah, and it was so bad. Nobody was stopping. No people were laughing and walking by. I maybe had like a crowd for like a minute, but it was like old people. You know what I mean? Like really old people. So it was very pointless. And I didn't think I could do it. I was really, really thinking I had to go home. But the next day I went out and I did some street performing again. And the next day I went out and I did some street performing again. And literally from the time I started to a week later, I had gone from having no crowd to having hundreds of people forming big circles around me. And I realized at that point that this is something that I could do, that people actually liked my music. And I was scared about that. I was scared that people would reject it, just like they did when I tried to sell on my CDs, you know? And they didn't. And so from there, literally a week later, I had saved up enough money again from street performing to buy my own equipment and continue on a journey around Europe. And so from there, I went from Amsterdam, I went back up into England, I did all of England, I came down into Germany, I went back up into England, came back down, and now I'm here. And now street performing has been the outlet that has gotten me to everywhere I can possibly think of right now. Like, I mean, even like every radio station DJ from Flux Radio to Fritz Radio has seen me because I've been performing on the streets. You know, every big show that's come my way has been because they know me as a street rapper and they're like, hey, like, let's talk to this guy. It hasn't been from emailing record labels and then nobody responds to my fucking emails, you know what I mean? Like, these big companies don't. The way that I got them is by them walking by me while I'm performing and they're just on their break or they're walking with their wife and they pass me and the music affects them. And that's how I've gotten everything I've gotten. And it's crazy to say, like, I don't know what the point of the story is, but it's, you know, like, if you want to like follow your dreams, or if you want to do something with your life, sometimes the way to get there isn't always the most normal way, and it's not the most conventional way. I mean, I found myself sitting in, you know, in train stations that smell like piss next to junkies rapping my music, and that's what's gotten me to where I am. And so whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are in life, like just follow them, because it's crazy, man. Like as long as you don't stop, every day you'll get a little bit better at what you do. And now I'm a few years into street performing, and I've managed to be that guy from Texas that has come over here and taken over the streets with my music, which is great. So with that being said, thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate that. Let's continue with some songs here. And yeah, follow your dreams, motherfuckers.
Thank you. Yeah, man.
This song is called Hold Me Back.
Check it, as I sit here and stare at the same spot, never saying anything to see myself and all my thoughts. And all these thoughts say are chapters in the basement, locked away with other dreams I never seem to make it. Now let's face it, we're all just getting wasted, we're all just losing hope, and now we're all getting complacent, we're all just getting tired, and I'd rather just sit back, relax, and settle. But if I quit now, it's my brain that will go mental. It's not my fault that I'm just another fact, and no matter what I do, I can never get you back. I can never get the chances that I left to build the passion. It's a fact. It's what I face, it's what I lack of. And I'm done with all that thinking. Cheers to me. I'm never gonna stop until I reach my dreams. I'm gonna be the man they say I'll be. It's how that I believe. I wanna climb mountains, not hills. I'm working hard just to pay another bill. I think it's time that I live just for me. I think it's time I let myself free. I dream about that big house, I dream about a big car, I dream about a family, I dream about going far. What does the world wanna hold me back? What does the world wanna hold me back? It seems in life, we gotta make decisions. What we do in life, and now we make it our mission to the code. Unfold all the stories that are told to them. They're younger and develop it and finally make your friends. It's a story about how you will succeed. If you follow all the steps, they want you to believe, but really though, you need to know yourself. Know that you can do whatever you like. That's what it's about. For some crazy reason, I think I got the answers. Think that I can count the trees, I think that I got better. I'll stop projectors, I'm the guy that tries to set this. The other tracks that ever ran, the guy that goes from Texas to is. Trying to be different from the rest of them. Wanna think I'm not that crazy, I just want new friends. Think I'm about to make it, think I'm about to shine. So the more I'm motivated with my rhymes. I wanna climb mountains, not hills. I'm working hard just to pay another bill. I think it's time that I live just for me. I think it's time I let myself free. I dream about that big house, I dream about a big car, I dream about a family, I dream about going far. What does the world wanna hold me back? What does the world wanna hold me back? I wanna climb mountains, not hills. I'm working hard just to pay another bill. I think it's time that I live just for me. I think it's time I let myself free. I dream about that big house, I dream about a big car, I dream about a family, I dream about going far. What does the world wanna hold me back? What does the world wanna hold me back?
Dankeschön. Let's do. Can any of you guys rap? Can anybody in here rap?
No, I don't.
No?
No, I don't.
Anybody? I have an extra verse on this. Yeah, you guys? Yeah? I got 2 songs with extra verses, yeah? So, I'll rock this one, and you can rock this one with me, and then I'll rock another one, and you can rock this one with me, yeah? Deal? No? Okay, well then we got Chris right here. This is a new one I wrote. It's with the rapper named Drew the Damager, but Chris will become Drew the Damager tonight, yeah? Let's do that.
Let's go. So.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Are you gonna do your crazy voice, like your voice? You're really stoned, you just want to chill? So this is a song for my crew. I roll with like a nice little graffiti crew in Berlin. So I made this song for them. Let's try it.
I'm the kind of guy that stays out of the limelight. Usually stay to myself until I know the time's right. Maybe I might take a crack at something different. Change it up a bit with the words that I spit. Now my crew, we always change plans. We went around rocking in racks and rape bands. Backpack full of spray cans. Practice in pieces in every building that is vacant. See the tagger after crew, they better not erase it. Chillin' with the boys and we covering the toys. The fellows from the silence, we ain't causing all the noise, please. I wanna smoke trees with real OGs in the back of a limousine with 3 bitches on their knees, sheesh. My bonus get on point as I place another joint. Just we are focused on the coin. We the best kid, others getting restless. We gonna keep doing our thing so you keep stressing.
So you ready, huh? I'm kind of a weird beat, but let's see what you got, huh? This is my friend Stuff from Berlin.
Yes, these guys are criminals. These are artists. No, these guys are criminals. These are artists. No, these guys are criminals. These are artists. No, these guys are criminals. These guys are criminals. These guys are criminals.
No, I'm back with the blast, shit is going too fast. Just to spend myself, just to fit with the mass. And now I'm best be ahead, bro, assign me your task. Can't expect me to win, because I'm right on track. Back in the whack, when you're looking at my crew. And then it's back in your back, when we go looking for you. Back in your head, then we're basing some hits. And these lyrics are in, bro, I get no clue what I'm talking about. I don't fuck with y'all, just be walking around. Because I got no car, rentals life for me sucks. Everyone far from rich, but I can cope on that shit when I'm right to my boss. Now leave me alone, oh I could just be asked. Don't you deal with that pushing down the dope when I boss. These guys are
There you go, Stuff. That's crazy, boy.
No, these guys are criminals.
These aren't artists, no, these guys are criminals. These aren't artists, no, these guys are criminals.
These guys are criminals.
He's talking shit. That was good though, Chris. I know I put you on the spot right there, and I'm sorry about that, but you did good. Let's see here. Let's do this one. This is a new one. In Texas, guns are legal, and like, I guess 2 years ago, my sister got shot, so I wrote this song.
I'm getting older since my sister felt the gun. Rest in peace to all the people on the streets, cause I know that in a second those people could be me.
Cause I keep pushing now, trust me, I'm not stopping, homie, trust me that I see the fakes. Now I can expose the phonies, trust me when I say one day, world will be my playground. Only problem is I got my brain and license take down, so I lay down. I got my hands put on the pavement. It's crazy how the choices can determine if you make it. Now I'm faded. Is this really reality? I'm just trying to make it, but the monsters keep on chasing me. Wake me from my nightmares, I need to make a million. The flat I live in barely has a ceiling. I am just a human with a vision, a human that has feelings with no bathroom light for pissing. A kitchen full of dishes, hard to follow trees when the streets are all vicious. It's hard to follow trees when the dreams are all wishes, but I'm thankful. I know that life's not free. I hope that when my sister died, she saw the palm trees. I'm getting older, but my brain is young. I'm getting older since my sister felt the gun. Rest in peace to all the people on the streets, cause I know that in a second those people could be me. I'm getting older, but my brain is young. I'm getting older since my sister felt the gun. Rest in peace to all the people on the streets, cause I know that in a second those people could be me. Why am I still here? Because I shed the tears. Why do all the best people have to die every year? I know we hit the dirt, and I'm just wondering why. I don't wanna be a statistic that's flowing in the sky. Take it back because I think about it every day. And I come from a city where it's okay to let the guns spray. And kids can't play outside anymore, cause the devil likes to walk a mess or knocking on the people's front doors. Behind the smiles, we are truly evil, it's deceitful, yes I know. But after all, we're only
is fucking crazy, man. I know that we're not free. I hope that when my sister died, she saw those palm trees. I'm getting older, but my brain is staying young. I'm getting bolder since my sister felt the gun. Rest in peace to all the people on the streets, cause I know that in a second those people could be me. I'm getting older, but my brain is staying young. I'm getting bolder since my sister felt the gun. Rest in peace to all the people on the streets, cause I know that in a second those people could be me. Dankeschön. Let's see here. You guys got any questions for me? No? You asked me a question earlier. You got any more?
Think about it.
Yeah? I'm kind of an interesting person, I guess.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Me?
Yeah.
Man, I listen to like really girly shit. Yeah.
Songs from the radio.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm really fucking weird, bro. Like, no, when I'm by myself, I listen to a lot of singer-songwriter stuff, to be fair, because, like, unfortunately, like, rap music today doesn't really make you feel. Like, it does, it makes you feel like a fucking gangster. You know what I mean? Like, and that's cool, I like that feeling. Like, I love sitting on the U-Bahn being like, I wish a motherfucker would come chat shit right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm listening to some trap music, I just want to punch somebody. Like, yeah, but like, no, rap doesn't help me really deal with my shit. That's why I make what I make. But that's why I listen to music like, I really like Ed Sheeran and stuff, man. Like, yeah, like Coldplay. I fucking love Coldplay. And like Mumford and Sons, like those types of groups. When you're like, people always try to school me on my old school hip hop knowledge, and like I don't know half of it. And like people are like, oh, you don't know who Big L is? And I'm like, I mean, no, you know what I mean? Like, I don't listen to that stuff. I think that when you're in the culture and like when you're a part of the culture, you don't really see what's happening within the culture. You're just progressing with it and you're trying to form it. You're not really concerned about how it looks. You just kind of do it. And I don't know why I make rap music. I don't know why my brain makes the lyrics come out the way they do. Because I look more like a metal guy. I feel more like a rock guy, yeah, but like...
Oh, you
but,
have long hair, since all.
Mate, I have no hair, like, yeah, like... I'm like, yeah. You know, but rap is the way that I express myself, and for some reason that's how it comes out. But what I listen to is completely different. I love lo-fi radio, though. I don't know if you listen to any of that shit, but lo-fi radio is where it's at. And then I have this really stupid music like Man's Not Hot. But that's because of this guy. He played that song for a month and I was like, Chris, shut the fuck up, turn that bullshit up. Yeah, and like, and then like a month later, I'm like singing it and dancing with it, and oh man, it's crazy, but 'tis life, yeah? Let's see. Let's keep it going. Let's do... What? 2 plus 2 is 4, man. Smoke trees. I wonder what our neighbors think of us when we sing that song. Because the walls in the apartments here in Germany are like super, super thin.
Yeah, but
like,
I think our neighbors don't think anymore. We killed their brainwaves already.
Oh, definitely. Let's do this one.
27,000 tons upon my shoulder blade. Growing up, I always thought that I would have it made. I always thought that I would be this crazy rap guy. Travel around the world 24 hours, I would stay high. And no matter what happens, I gotta keep pushing. Best areas the lobby and dreams that I'm pursuing. I remember sitting silent, I was staring at the blank paper. My mom was racing, so I put it off till later now. I know there's light at the end of this tunnel, but I'm running so fast, I'm afraid I might stumble. I never tried so hard, but haven't reached my dreams yet. I'm getting tired of doing all the same shit on the daily. I stay joggers, you know Leipzig out of danger, it's amazing. I'm getting really old, but I'm turning over new pages. That's some time to fucking fold. Another day passes and I'm still doing nothing. It's the same thing every day. I need to find something like the day before when I said I would do more. My brace is on the couch, my feet stuck to the floor. You feel me now? I know there's light at the end of this tunnel, but I'm running so fast, I'm afraid I might stumble. I never really knew what to expect, cause I've tried so hard but haven't reached my dreams yet. People seem to wanna ask me lots of questions, like are you learning any lessons when microphone wrecking? And honestly the answer is no. I'm learning that this world is evil and how to go with the flow. The past few weeks I've been losing my voice, I've been losing my thoughts, I've been losing my choice. And at the point where I need a little luck, cause now that I have grown I don't really give a fuck.
This song is called Breathe. I got this song and then 2 more songs for you guys. I really appreciate y'all being out here tonight with me, man. Afterwards, let's go outside and talk, you know? Because I want to get to know people. Yeah.
Check it! I'm mentally incapable of making decisions. Trapped inside a mental prison, I need someone to listen. Screaming loud, but nobody wants to lend an ear. Tell you I'm a leader, but I hide behind a mask of tears. I am sincere, I wanna be a sound lad. I wanna make you smile, I wanna be a good dad. I wanna give you everything I know I never had. Then I wake up from my dreams and I go back to being sad. These fake characters keep knocking at the window. Nightmares stay away until my face is in the pillow. The herbal keeps me mellow, my best friend is the kettle. And when I'm feeling down, I just throw on these instrumentals. And I wish that life was free, and I know it's getting harder and harder to breathe. I wish that life was free, and I know and I can't catch my breath, it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And I can't catch my breath, it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And I can't catch my breath, it's getting harder and harder to breathe. I'm tired of taking shallow breaths. With every minute that I'm living, I'm just one more minute till my death. So every day I try my best. I don't know when it's over, so I live my life with no regrets. And now, follow me down the end of the road where all these stories are told. And now they're told by the wise ones. They are told by the people that have lived it. Read it through the written and translate it when I spit it now. Philosophical mind, I'm a passionate artist and I'm gonna get mine. Currently I'm chilling in the coolest place on earth. I can't get my head up and see your father in the dirt. I wanna go home. Where is that exactly on this planet? All I do is always feel alone. I feel like I'm the guy that sits outside the crowd, I whine to scream. I can't catch my breath, it's harder and harder to breathe. And I can't catch my breath, it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And I can't catch my breath, it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And I can't catch my breath, it's getting harder and harder to breathe. There's water underneath me, a weight set to my feet. Can I go back to a time, to the days when life was sweet? Can I go back to a time when all I did was write my rhymes? To the reason with the razor blades, I think I'm fine. Nowadays, however, I can barely keep up. My mind wants to climb mountains, but on the couch I stay stuck. I guess this is how life goes. I guess it's time that I accept it. Dankeschön. So, you guys okay with 2 more, yeah? Stay Shout out Euphoria Haze, man. Check it. Water thought that his dreams were not possible. When he woke up, he was only thinking logical. Started thinking that he could be the trap guy. Super duper fly guy, that super duper hash high. His life is still talking on that Facebook. He needs to get fucked to show him how your place look. Needs to get caught, so show him how to make hooks. Think about yourself and say fuck off to the fake crooks. Powder ties, and you turn him into ashes. Roll him in that joint so the record gets his ass in. As long as he leaves the mark, he's not tripping. He took a front seat on this log with that's switching now. He's alone with his thoughts, he's just thinking about a rope. Ask him where you out, just the way you chase his hope. With the fact that he's alone, it's that he's lost hope. They say that he's just fine.
Show me love.
Show me love, show me love now.
It's got your hand on the button now.
Just extra music, man.
Showing love.
Show me love now.
It's got your hand on the button.
Here we go. Where do I go and where do I run? When life is hard, find me a gun. I don't have the answers, I only feel the pain. Starting to feel dead inside me, find me again. And where do I go and where do I run? When life is hard, find me a gun. I don't have the answers, I only feel the pain. Starting to feel dead inside me, find me again. So Connor, he was a sucker-box thinker. Threw to Mary Jane, I wasn't too much of a drinker. Helped him ease the pain with the toxic and the leader. Was he born in the world? Only came to figure. Fucking doctories are taking the pills now. From the normal and the social skills, yeah. Got the way you relate to think about himself. About his she's about his wife, the reverend shelf. He doesn't really wanna take that, nah. He just wants to make it, okay. But he really wants to stop now. And leave this world that he's created. Not now. He knows he's at the balls with a trap that's not a boss. Pulled into the wall. Shooting humans caught, but I think all. Now let's get us after lost. They're the ones that think they'll fall.
Show me love.
They are the ones that think they'll fall.
It's got your hand.
They are the ones that think they'll fall.
Showing love.
Show me love now.
It's got your hand on the button.
Here we go. Where do I go and where do I run? When life is hard, find me a gun. I don't have the answers, only feel the pain. Starting to feel dead inside me, find me again. Where do I go and where do I run? When life is hard, find me a gun. I don't have the answers, only feel the pain. Starting to feel dead inside me, find me again. Okay guys, thank you very much. My name is Infidelix. I appreciate y'all coming out tonight. Shout out Euphoria Haze. Give it away now. Give it away now. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now. Give it away now. Give it away now. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now. Where do I go and where do I run? When life is hard, find me a gun. I don't have the answers, only feel the pain. Starting to feel dead inside me, find me again. Where do I go and where do I run? When life is hard, find me a gun. I don't have the answers, only feel the pain. Starting to feel dead inside me, find me again. I'm starting to feel dead inside me, find me again. I'm starting to feel dead inside me, find me again. I'm starting to feel dead inside me, find me again. I'm starting to feel dead inside me, find me again, yeah.
Dankeschön, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you guys, if you like what you hear, I have free download cards. So just come get one from me, and you can download my album. They're free. Get one. Pass them out. Yeah, cool. Thank you guys. Let's go smoke. Ciao. Yeah, I have a show on the 20th here at Coney Island. So, if you know where Coney Island is, come see me on the 20th, yeah? And is that a big venue? Is it a nice venue? Well, bring your fucking friends, yeah? Let's do it. Cool, perfect, man. Yeah, grab one of these flyers too so you can come see me on the 20th. Thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful evening, okay? Thank you guys. Ciao. What I'll do is I'll leave you with the recorded version. I'll leave you with the recorded version of that singing song that I tried earlier, so then you can know the difference. But let's go outside, let's chill out, let's see here. So this is the recorded version of that song I tried to sing earlier. Let's go outside, chill out. Thank you guys, ciao.
I have stickers too, so make sure you grab stickers.
Voices all inside my head, they're telling me that everything's not perfect. Sometimes when
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun.